Now, the last thing that we're going to do is to create a web application with our data to be able to, show someone, to be able to display to someone, so someone can actually click through something. So I guess we all have that friend who's been like building an app for like 5 years and can't find a developer or something. And so building an app, I think, is always another way of saying, willfully unemployed. But here we can get something going pretty quickly. Like, we're talking like minutes, half an hour to build a web app. So it's probably beyond the scope of this very quick tutorial to show you everything to do with it. But you've essentially got two elements. You've got a UI element and you've got a server element. And together you run the app, the Shiny app, with the UI and the server. So what the server is a function with inputs and outputs that you sort of map to the UI. So here what this is saying is that we want this to change. We want our test data to be filtered by the different states. Where's this state coming from? It's coming from here, from this input ID. So there's going to be, what we've got is a page, we've got a title, we've got a sidebar, like little layout, and in the panel what we have is we're able to select from a drop down the different states that we have. Okay, so the different states in the country. And what that's going to do is that's going to subset the data around here. Now this creates subset function, and pretty much with this what you do is you find something that's kind of similar to what you want, copy paste it and manipulate it. One of my friends actually did this, and I thought this is a great little simple example. So it's copy paste. So copy this, paste here, and create the subset, and you can, in your figure, you're rendering the plot. What is it? It's a ggplot, just like we've done before. We're filtering the data. We're doing a bar chart with year and our value, which is going to be, and we remember that variable value, key value pairs that we had before. And we're going to be doing a facet wrap by the type of license, and also whether it's predicted or actual. And let's just see it. That's probably a better way to do it. So in essence, you've got the UI, but the UI and the communication between the UI and the server is happening through these input IDs, right? That's pretty much all you need to know. And this is a very simple example of it. So let's just run all that and I'll show you what's happening. So there we go. Okay, so we can pick New South Wales, we can pick Queensland, and we have like our licenses here, AFS license. This is our actuals, and this is our predicted. So based on the previous years, we're predicting a lot more than what we're actually seeing. And you can sort of click through. This is a very simple web app. It's really quite easy, but you can make these as complicated as you want. You can have maps of locations or whatever, but it's just, there's only like 30 lines of code and you have a working app. You could throw this on a website, you could put this anywhere, you can get your own domain, you could do this. So this is actually something that's real. This is a very simple version, but it's actually something that's working, a working app. So yeah, don't be like those other people who after 5 years they don't have a working app, because with R, if you want a data-driven app, you can get it within minutes or hours, not years. And so that's pretty much the end-to-end of how I'd go about doing a hack and producing something all within the R programming environment.